I don't think so. I don't even think it's supposed to rain today.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Surprising.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to snow tomorrow. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know if it's
what's going
gonna.
on here.
Are
We
you
can't
you're
hear
still
you.
you're still in ATL, are you?
Yeah.
It's supposed
Mhm.
to snow in ATL.
Bro, where I live in Marietta, it's supposed to snow like 8 inches.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. First of all,
That's
we can't hear you, Morgan, but that's true. I can pull up the weather app right now and show you. Let me find this shit. Yeah, look at that. 7 to 8 inches.
oh my god.
And my boss wanted me to come into work today. We can't hear you.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
After the governor declared a state of emergency, he was like, just go to Lowe's and buy some salt. Bro, what are you talking about?
We're supposed to get we're supposed to get a whopping 1.85 inches tomorrow.
Hey, how often
That's
does it snow there in the winter?
uh pretty often, I'd say. But like especially as of recently, like it hasn't been nuts as in years past, but
Yeah.
like the few times it snowed so far, like it's just like a slight like
Flurry.
flurry, and then it'll like melt later in the day.
That's what we're used to. So like 8 inches is unheard of.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm excited.
Bruh is not getting 8 inches.
Oh,
There we
I
go.
for a second. No, but now we can
Oh,
hear you. Oh wait, no, yeah, we can hear you.
There we go.
okay.
Um,
All right. Can we
bro, I
start the
just
show?
put the weather at.
What do you mean you just pulled up the weather app? Let me see it.
Bro,
Like, you're bothering me. Like,
I wouldn't make this up. Look at this.
hold up, man. Let me look at my own stuff because
It's because I'm more north.
y'all on that chat GPT
Oh, what?
and AI, like
What are you talking about?
winter storm warning, state of emergency. Nowhere do I see anything about 8. Like,
Bro, we live
8
in
is
different areas.
bruh, we live in the same area, right?
We do not.
And I'm actually looking at Atlanta right now.
Atlanta's supposed to get like 5, 6 inches.
Anywho, it's not gonna happen, but here we are. Finally, let's go ahead and start this thing up. We've already 3 minutes into it, but I guess that's our intro. Howdy do at Tape 5 Pod. All right, I got 2 with me right now. We'll see if Jude wakes up and gets onto the pod like he said he would. But let's get right into it. Lil Jake, talk to me. How are we feeling? How are we feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling good. I'm ready for this game. Need
Murray,
some
you're not
people.
feeling good. Your
Actually,
season is.
you want to know why I'm feeling good?
Why is that? Oh, for real? So okay.
Number
Okay.
one team in the country, baby. Talk to me.
And does it even matter? Right? Because it's January. We talk about number 1 in January.
It
Like,
matters. I promise you, it matters.
oh, the regular season matters in college, right? But
It definitely does. At this point, we could, because we started so strong, we could lose like a whole bunch of games and still make the bracket. Making it to the bracket is really all that matters. But also, the seeding is very important in the bracket. Very important.
Joey, how you doing, man? You all right, man? What's going on with you?
Doing all good. I'm finally in my room compared to my car for like 30 minutes last time I was on here, but
It's been a minute.
it really has, man. Good to be back.
Absolutely. So, Joey, why would the college regular season matter more than an NBA regular season? Like, how would that? Like, how do you think that works exactly?
Are you serious?
I'm just asking. Like,
Okay.
Less games. You got to play for seeding. They don't be resting people like that.
This is true.
that's a far. That's a far part. All right. let's get into it. Honestly, we have a lot to discuss. It's been a little minute. A lot has happened. First and foremost, thoughts and prayers out to everybody in that California area right now. That is some crazy stuff that we're witnessing. Many people affected, families, children, animals. Right?
You saw JJ Redick lost one of his houses.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that.
Crisp, unfortunately,
the Lakers got burnt to a crisp last night.
Not
2 nights ago.
No, not too much. Not too much. All right. So again, thoughts and prayers out to JJ. We hope that maybe he takes some time to, be with his family instead of with us. Right. I think, well, never mind. Anywho. Let's start with the Lakers a little bit, Joey. Why don't we start there since we're talking about JJ? We have to. We're irrelevant for another year in a row, but it's like, we have to, right? It's just a necessity. So anything you got on my Lakers so far, what we've done in this portion of the season?
I did like the DFS trade. I will say that. I think Shake Milton is an underrated pickup. I think he gives you a nice little creator off the bench. Obviously, I don't know how good he's been since his days in Philly, but I think he still gives you one more creator, one more ball handler. Yeah, just like a downward spiral. He's drowning. That's what Mo's looking like. He's been up to, but I think we're gonna have to see a little bit as far as the DFS trade a little bit. I think Granted, I had this conversation with you, Mo, a little while ago. I just don't know, the amount of playmaking behind LeBron James that they're really going to have. I think it might turn out to be an issue, especially when playoffs come around. Austin Reeves has been doing some good things, which has been really encouraging, but I think we'll just have to see how sustainable it is.
Jacob, you got anything before I go? Or what's up?
I mean, I think y'all stink compared to the Hawks. Just my personal opinion.
But let me tell you why we stink. If I may interject. JJ. Now, listen, I've been talking to many different people. About this, and I've been able to rant. I've been able to get a lot of my frustration that's been built up over these games, okay? Someone asked me what they think the biggest problem with the Lakers is. Joey, you know what? You're completely correct about the Dorian Finney-Smith. I thought that was a good pickup, somebody we needed. And, of course, we talk about addition by subtraction, right? So D'Angelo Russell clearly was not the guard that we hope, not that third option we hope. So you got to move off of him the best way you can. So we did that. But somebody asked me what I thought the biggest problem with the Lakers was. I didn't know where to begin exactly, but when there's problems, they always stem from the top and then trickle to the bottom, okay? And when I talk about the top, I do mean Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, and them. They are culprits of this, but I think they've tried to be the businessmen / women that they are, right? They're trying to put butts into the seats. And when you bring a LeBron James in there, you have to appease him. You have to bend the knee, so to speak, to the king. Whatever he says goes, okay? And we've let it get to a point to where the circus is so out of control. We have Bronny on one side of the bench and we have a podcaster on the other, okay? Now, everything in between that will go out bad. You know what I'm saying? So until something changes with that, we're not going nowhere. I don't have any hope for my boys, unfortunately. So that's it. It is what it is. We stink. But that's all I got. That's all. Nobody's saying I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I may be delusional, but like nobody's calling me wrong. So that's all I say.
No, I don't think anybody will disagree with you with that one. I want your true, both of you, your true, honest, unbiased Hawks outlook for the season.
Joey?
I was gonna let you have the floor first.
Y'all gonna let me talk about my Hawks? How dare you? How dare you? So to be completely truthful, right, Jacob? I think it's so tough. It's so tough because you do see a young team. They're having fun. You know what I mean? They are winning some games, right? Even some games that they shouldn't win. And it's exciting. It's something entertaining when in a season where everybody's injured and gone, you know, you got Trey and the boys running up and down the court, running, gunning. It's nice to see. But I think anybody that knows, well, anything about basketball knows that the Hawks aren't going anywhere fast right now. We simply don't have that type of personnel. We have guys that have played outside of their expectations, which is great. It's what you want to see, especially when we talk about development. But I think the ceiling for this team is they could win a series, I think, depending on the matchup. Depending on the matchup, you know how I believe in Trey. But the problem is, I just don't know how you tell a superstar like Trey. I think what is it, the 7th year, something like that.
Something like
maybe
that.
6th, 7th year in the league, might be 26, something like that. You know, the clock will continue to tick, right? And those dollars will continue to add up if you let that clock tick, right? We have a young team around this guy, but we're not winning. You know what I mean? We're not really winning. We're a game above 500 at the end of the day. When are we going to put a team together, right? That we can sit here and call contenders, that we can say, okay, this team could win 2 rounds easy, but let's get to that 3rd, let's get to that 4th. That's how I feel about my Hawks, but I'll give it back to y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree with pretty much everything you just said. I want to be biased and say I believe in us and Dyson Daniels is going to deliver us, but it's going to be the same thing we see every year. I hope we see the Celtics, though. I want that.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, though.
It is.
What's up?
I will say, and Mo knows this, I am an unapologetic Trae Young hater. He knows this very well. But I will say, I think compared to last season, I think this season's a lot more fun to watch, regardless of how, mediocre or middle of the pack you guys are. There's a decent amount of bright spots. Like Jacob had mentioned, Dyson Daniels looked really, really good.
Yep.
I'm loving the Great Barrier Thief nickname that everybody in the league is giving him. That's a clever nickname. But
take me away.
He's been looking really good. I think we're not talking about DeAndre Hunter. I think
no, we really haven't mentioned his name yet.
Yeah,
I have to apologize to him.
Yeah, I mean, everyone in that league. I think he signed that extension was 4 years, $90 million when he was a restricted free agent, or he got an extension. Something about right. He's looked really good. I think he's really found himself a nice little role on that squad. Getting younger, I think they're able to get off the DeJounte Murray contract, get some value in return. I think Larry Nance Jr., I mean, albeit probably wasn't the healthiest to start the season, if I'm not mistaken.
He's done again.
Done again? Oh, man.
Yeah. He just got surgery.
But, I mean, able to get off that DeJounte Murray pairing that I think I was adamant had looked great in theory, but I think at the same time just wasn't going to work out. I think you guys gave up a lot to get him from the Spurs. They gave up too many first rounders, in my opinion.
It was a lot.
Yeah, and I think you got maybe some value in return. I think, again, Dyson Daniels really paid off. Larry Nance Jr., when he's healthy, I think can be a very solid contributor. I'm just really anxious to see what you guys do with Clint Capella during this trade deadline. I feel like it's going to be more of the same. It's just like a waiting game. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to get your guys' take on this. How do you guys feel about Onyeka Okongwu right now?
I've had the same opinion about this dude I think he's middle of the pack.
A Kongu?
He's too small. What's he gonna do?
That's his only issue, right? This second is the fact that he's just an undersized big. You know what I
That's
mean?
not something that'll ever get resolved. Like he can't add some inches.
But he can add his jump shot. You know, he's tried to pull that out in recent months, if you will. If he continues to develop that, he'll continue to have a job. But yeah, I mean, other than that, though, Jacob, you're not giving him his credit. I mean, we're talking about a backup guy. He's still a top rebounder at his size. He's still a shot blocker, rim protector, that sort of thing. But
Fair.
again, when you see Giannis come into town, when you see Embiid come into town, Wembanyama, even guys like Jared Allen, he's a beast. You know what I mean? Like, it just becomes tough. You got to see Kristaps, and Kormet, right? Like, it becomes difficult. So, what do we think about Okongwu? I love Okongwu. It's just, what do we need as a team? It's what you always have to ask yourself. But, Joey, you hit it on the nail, though. I mean, I think actually you package, and Jacob, you got to tell me too, you package Bogey and Capella together. I think they both have to go. I think it's both time for them. DeAndre has been great. He's proven he should still be on this team with a significant role. I haven't seen that from Bogey since he's been back from injury. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree with that. Capella, I mean, he's 3-4 years overdue to be off this team. I honestly can't believe he's still an Atlanta Hawk. It blows my mind.
They got a stat out there. I think Capella's shooting something like 52% from the field or something like that.
52%.
You have to think about it though. Like, bro,
he's shooting 58.6% from the field right now. Oh
right,
boy,
he's shooting 58
on
from the field. These are on layups and dunks. Layups and dunks. 58%.
May I add, he's shooting 50% from the free throw line this season.
Yeah. And pull up a guy like Jared Allen if you can for a second, Joey. I wonder what he shoots from the field and from two.
Jared Allen just shot 90%, like 30 points yesterday.
He's a great player. I mean,
he is.
He's a good player. But he's no, superstar. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see.
He's a star.
He's shooting 70% from the field and 72% from the free throw line.
That's
layups and dunks. You know what I'm saying? Layups and dunks. Like, that's 72 and 58. Like, Capella's got to go. He's got to go. He's done. He's been great.
Let's get Edey.
He's a great guy, though. You say we need Zach Edey?
It wouldn't hurt. We need a big guy that can sit in the paint, block shots, and dunk. Like, we don't need a scorer.
You know what we need, and then I want to, switch some gears in a little bit, okay? You know what we need, all right? You know you need that boy for College Park, you know what I'm saying? Raise that U for me real quick one more time for me. Raise that U up one time. Walker would turn me up if he went to the A. And I know, all right, that Jazz team, they're looking around. They're trying to see what's going on. We've dealt with them before. We gave them John Collins. They love him over there. They love John Collins over there. We'll give you Capella. We'll give you Bogey. Give us Walk.
You're talking about Miss America's husband?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, we need him.
That's the one. Give me Walt Kessler. But Joey, all right, your turn. Talk to us about your Bulls. What's going on?
The Bulls.
Oh man,
what's happening?
I will say Lonzo's back. He's looked really good. Josh Giddey has been looking really, really good. I had the pleasure to see them a few weeks ago, have him play the Bucks, let alone Giannis. But Josh Giddey, I think, very recently, shooting pretty decent from three. I'm not gonna lie.
What's he shooting?
He's looked solid. gonna check up the exact stats right now, but like I think like everyone on that team, like we're not obviously not competing for anything as of right now, but I think when you have like these very crazy contracts still on your roster, Zach LaVine's looking suddenly more tradable, which is good, encouraging.
Yeah.
At least like, yeah, that number is still very, very big, but now the way he's performing, pretty solid. He's showing that he is not just a, you know, very like ball dependent. Like he's one of the best catch and shoot players in this league. He's really showing that. Vooch, especially, probably the best year he's looked as a Bull since we traded for him. I think he's shooting like 45% from three right now.
Dang.
Like something crazy, averaging like 20 points, like easily the best I think I've seen him play as a Bull. And I think he's only got maybe one more year on his contract, maybe two. I think this is the second year of his contract, so I think he's done after next year, but looks more tradable, even if it's like at 20 mil a year. I think definitely not. And I'm convinced in the case of Nikola Vucevic, I think he can have a Marc Gasol Raptors type of role on a team. Like as a backup bit, like you could start him on some occasions, maybe other times if you have a good enough big man to start, a defensive minded big man to start. Like I think he could bring that value for a team. He's a good connector, great, like he's a solid passer. Yes, he operates out of the low post, very decent pick and pop shooter if he's making his shots.
Wait just 1 second though, Joey, because I'm about to call you a pimp right now, man. Well, how are you using these men as trade bait? Like what you raving about how good they are, what they could be, and for a trade? Like what are you trying to get back exactly?
I will admit, I think I've seen some reports. I think I sent you this, Mo, a little while ago. They think they're getting a first round pick for Vooch. I'm going to be happy. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be happy. Is it realistic? I don't think so. I don't think so. A first round pick for a 34-year-old center who is never a defender in his life. I'm going to admit, like, I don't see it realistically.
I don't know if I see it. Not in this league now. Like,
no, definitely not in this league. I don't know if you're getting much like draft capital in return, if you're getting money like young players in return. I think if you get some role players in return that you could flip, okay, fine. But like I don't know how much you're getting back, but I think suddenly I could definitely see a team, wanting that. I'm not sure what the trade package is looking like. I don't know. It's really hard.
I hear it all, but I still think we do need to have some type of strategy in place of how we're doing this, though. Right? We have to at least be able to say, or at least be able to know who we're building around, what type of identity we're trying to chase. You know what I mean? Like, what is it that the Bulls are trying to build right now is my question. My ultimate question, just to the world, you guys, whatever you want to do, like, what's the direction that we're headed in?
Yeah, I personally, like, safe to assume Zach LaVine's gone, Vooch is gone. I think if you put Torrey Craig together in that sort of, Zach LaVine package or something, just to add another role player who can shoot, who can defend, fine. But like, you just got to find an identity at this point. I think you've got a hungry Matas Buzelis who looks good in the spot minutes as he played. They just need to give him more time, in my opinion. Do I think he's a cornerstone player? Do I think he's a franchise player? Probably not. But like, he's definitely got the work ethic that I think he can turn into something one day. A serviceable guy.
Kobe
White, I think Kobe White, like, something else you got to consider too. He's on a very team-friendly deal right now. I think he's on like some sort of like 3 years, 33 mil right now. Very, very friendly contract for what it is. Do I think we're going to trade him? I doubt it. But I think right now he's the most valuable guy on this team right now as far as a return package that you are going to get for him. So I think right now you're just kind of stuck in the middle. You got to figure out who you're going to keep. Like, you just got to find some sort of identity. You have to pick a road at this point. You just have to. There's no point in having these guys stick around, have them like dwindle their trade value because Vooch isn't getting any younger. Zach LaVine is not getting any younger.
It's the truth.
Like they did the same thing with DeMar. They did the same thing with Caruso. They did all these other things with other players. I think they should have traded DeRozan the first year we had him play for us because he's an aging superstar, one-trick pony. You're not like his value's not going to get any higher after that season. Did he play solid minutes for us in the time that he had after that first season where he made all NBA second team? Yeah. But he's not doing anything. Yeah, but he's not doing anything crazy for you. So they should have capitalized that while they can. And that is something this front office has failed to do over the past several seasons.
Definitely a lot of failure. You all remind me of the Hawks in some ways.
Yeah.
You think about having a star caliber player there, and then you bring in another that's kind of similar. They do similar things, doesn't really work out. Now you're scrambling, trying to figure out what it is. You still have one, but yeah, it's Chicago. I mean, it's really been a long road, if you will. And ladies and gentlemen, we have to stop the show. We gotta go ahead and stop the show. Stop it. Yeah, for sure. Man's got on that cardigan in Miami. He light-skinned. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's actually low-key cold here. Like it's like
here we go.
Cold?
Here we go.
It's 58, but Miami 58 is like
here we go.
Oh, I'm being serious. Miami 58 is like Atlanta 40. Yeah.
That's shorts weather in Chicago, Jew.
Huh?
That's shorts weather in Chicago.
Not facts. I definitely couldn't stay there. Like y'all.
Bro, Julian, do you know how much snow I'm supposed to get
33?
In Marietta?
How much y'all getting?
8 inches.
Actually?
No, bro. I don't know where.
I
still don't know where Jacob got that number.
And Morgan thinks I'm lying about how much snow we're gonna get. I literally showed this man. Like it's right here.
That's wild, bro. If Atlanta gets 8 inches of snow, y'all are not going to school, work or anything for like
I'm definitely not going to work.
3 weeks. It's gonna be like 2 weeks, bro.
Not even,
bro.
No,
we got like 2 inches of snow during the snowpocalypse. That was
bro. Even the day after snowpocalypse, it like started melting. It was fine.
Bro,
it was fine.
Miles didn't get home for 4 days. Miles posting on Instagram, he couldn't get home for 4 days.
That's crazy.
Bro,
one day
after
it was fine, bro. You could just go on 75, like 285.
That was in hotels talking about day 3, still not home. That joke, bro, that was too funny.
No, because those snaps were hilarious. No, that used to be funny. Oh, I've come a long way. Jill, what's up with you, man? You been all right?
I've been good, man. Just been working. Like I just got back, so I've been chilling though. Otherwise,
you just got back from where?
From working.
Nah, bro, I really just got back from Vegas. Yeah,
okay. I was in Vegas.
Let me tell you about you. Just for a second.
Vegas?
Huh? What did you say? What did he say?
I thought you was talking about Jacob.
I don't know. I said, sorry, I keep talking over.
At a time.
Go.
Bro,
it's gonna be a completely different thing because I was gonna say, oh, you were in Vegas, so no, you do yours, bro.
Anywho, all right, man. I'd say 5 man. Let's get some ball because it's crazy. Man. We try to get into some ball for real. Like, let's get into some ball.
We got 8 minutes.
Yeah, we do have 18 minutes. We do have to make it count here. We did touch on some basketball here. Let me see. The last thing I'll touch on, especially because somebody like Julian is in here, Jimmy Butler and Bradley Beal. What do we make out of these situations? Jimmy Butler, he's changed his hair color multiple times. He's having a moment as we speak. He's beefing with Pat Riley, who's a godfather of basketball, and he's going out bad. He might end up with Walker Kessler in Utah. But how do y'all feel about Jimmy Butler and everything that's transpired to this point?
I mean, I feel like I get like we have to respect Pat Riley for his pedigree and everything like that. But if we're being honest, if we're being honest, like let's be serious about the situation with Jimmy Butler. Like he didn't do enough to keep his superstar happy. Like being real, like they swung and missed on every single person that they were going to try to get. Like that's facts. It was who was it? Damian Lillard. Like he wanted to go to the Heat, didn't get it done. Why are you shaking your head? Who else was it? KD, right? Wasn't it KD too?
KD.
Wasn't it?
I don't think so.
Not that he wanted to go necessarily, but he was like up for trade.
I mean, rumors happen, but
like,
the Damian Lillard was more of a real thing than KD.
Yeah, the Damian Lillard is the biggest one. Like that's a glaring issue though, and like it's not surprising that Jimmy Butler wants to slide. He was hooping last conference finals with what's his face? Caleb
Davis.
Bro, yeah, he was hooping with Caleb. What's his name?
Caleb Martin.
Yeah, Caleb Martin, bro. Come on now. That's unacceptable.
That was crazy.
That's unacceptable.
No, I've never seen a carry job like that.
Huh? What'd you say, Jake?
I was saying I've never seen a carry job like that in my life.
No, I'm saying, yeah. Jimmy Butler was going federal in both finals runs. Like, come on now. He deserves anything that he wants, I feel like.
That's fair.
Bro, Morgan's a hater, bro. Morgan's such a Jimmy Butler hater, but really, y'all should get him. Like, y'all as Hawks fans should just go ahead and add Jimmy. Like, that would
be tough.
Y'all be in contention. Like,
we would be.
Because you'll have a guy who can, like, get you there at that point, you know? Like, having Trey is cool now, but, like, having a real alpha like Jimmy, like,
all right,
y'all may be in contention.
But if we got Jimmy...
Jimmy got disconnected again, man. I don't know what happened. Oh, man.
Bro,
like crazy.
No, but we would be in contention if we got Jimmy Butler. Like, obviously,
he'd be in contention if we had Jimmy Butler.
As a Hawks fan, how can you deny that? Like,
yeah, what?
That would help you.
We already have a positive record.
We'd be in contention if we had Jimmy Butler. That's what we'd be in. What you think, Joey? Would we be in contention?
I don't know about in contention, but I think it would definitely help you out. I mean, Jimmy Butler's not really gonna totally like demand all this attention like on ball. Like he's not gonna be stealing refs away, I think, like DeJounte Murray has. I'm not gonna lie.
Safe salt. You part of the problem too, twin.
That's facts though. Like you need a dog like Jimmy. Y'all don't have who's y'all's dog? Like I think Trey's a dog, but he's a little dog, like a Chihuahua. Like who's y'all's dog,
bro?
No, you need a
respectful right now.
No. What Julian is trying to say, he's not saying in terms of talent. He's saying just like a guy with grit, like with that mental toughness, if you will,
yes,
right?
A dog, yes.
Trey definitely has that.
Trey does. I'm saying, but he's also little. Like you have a guard dog. Like he's.
You need someone to protect Trey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, y'all need
somebody to get the text. Like I think we need Draymond, but we're not gonna get him though. But let me go ahead and address this nonsense though. How much time I got? I'll give you 2 good minutes. No.
You're just a hater though. So
No. I still got about like 100 seconds. Hold on. Let it go.
He went to a finals without Trae Young 2 finals. Why would he not go to one with Trae Young?
Listen, Jimmy Butler is a diva, ladies and gentlemen. Why can't y'all see that? Wherever he goes, trouble follows. Chicago, what's up, Joey? Minnesota, Philadelphia, Miami. For whatever reason, in all of these scenarios, for the owner and Jimmy can't see eye to eye. Am I lying?
No.
Kind of. I mean, I think.
What do you mean, kind of? What do you mean?
Think there's. I think circumstance matters.
They shipped him out of Chicago. He went to the Timberwolves, rubbed everybody the wrong way, teammates, coaches, the like. You can hear Jeff Teague on his podcast talking about it. He's weird.
I've heard Jeff Teague's podcast. He didn't say that Jimmy rubbed him the wrong way. He said Jimmy wasn't going. He said Jimmy wasn't going for that.
I watched the video.
Well, you're watching clips. I'm tapped in with Club 520. Like I be listening to them. So I'm telling you, like, no.
So you heard the story about when they was playing pickup?
Yeah, the one that's like viral, right? That one,
sure.
The popular story. Yes,
this stuff is viral.
Yeah, I've heard that one. Yes.
Okay. Again, he went over there, rubbed everybody the wrong way.
Bro,
now ownership did not want him any longer.
All he did is start playing with the backups and busted everyone else's ass, the starter's ass, and they were peace. Like I don't.
Yeah, you don't get it, do you?
No, I don't get it. But like I
obviously
do get it.
Ownership gets it. Honestly, the coaches gets it because they had to get him out of there. That's the reason why he's out of there. Is it not?
If you're gonna pick between him and Cat, like him and a 20-something-year-old Cat, like a young Cat, then like I understand why they got Cat. You know.
Yeah, they got rid of him. Long story short. All right, so he went to Philly. All right. What did ownership say? Who do they want over Jimmy?
Tobias Harris.
Okay, then. They chose Tobias Harris over that man. There has to be a reason. It couldn't have been what's on the hardwood, right, Julian? Jimmy Butler's a better player than Tobias, right, Julian?
At that point, Tobias was tough, and like I think they just made the wrong move.
Tobias was tough.
He was at that point.
Tobias Harris was the best player on that Clippers team that snuck into the playoffs that year.
Yeah, Tobias was good then, but like they just made
Philly, though, guys. I'm talking about Philly, guys. Stay with me.
On Philly, he definitely was good on Philly.
Oh, he was better than Jimmy Butler then, right?
Nobody said that.
Oh,
I think they just picked the
y'all
wrong guy.
So let's go ahead and close this case. I'm running over the 2 minutes. I'm trying to get.
You're way over the 2 minutes.
I'm trying to. Y'all won't let me. All right. Philly, right? Management, ownership. They told him no. You're getting shipped out. Now we go to Miami. He does all this good for you, Julian, right? He does all this good for you. Then what? I dye my hair a couple of times. Stop showing up to work. Take boneheaded shots. Now they want me out again. There's a trend.
It's not even that they want him out. I don't think that they want him out. Now they do.
Because they can't get anything for him. Now they want him out because of this diva moment. But before that, there was no trade market for a Jimmy Butler at 36. Stop it.
That's kind of crazy.
Oh, there's a trade market for Bradley Beal right now, but not Jimmy.
It's crazy.
Bradley Beal's going to get moved right now, isn't he?
It's going to be really hard to move him with that no trade clause. I will say that.
To a contender at that. Yeah, he's going to be moved to a contender because he picks basically. So
I don't know what contender's trading for that $50 million a year contract. I don't know.
I don't know.
I really don't know.
I agree. But I'm just saying, if Bradley Beal's going to get traded, why would Jimmy Butler not get traded?
One's a diva. One has different hair colors.
One has never had any success.
One has a coffee brand that's $100 a cup. Right? Yeah. And the other just goes out there and hoops when he, if he's healthy. Like, I mean, dang.
If he's healthy.
Here's the deal. Yeah. Here's the deal I'll say about Bradley Beal. The Bradley Beal trade of the Suns was just a severe lapse of judgment by new ownership of the Suns, who the last owner of that Suns team was just cheap. Just straight cheap. Horrible. So now Matt Ishbia comes in. He's like, I'm going to make a splash. I'm going to trade for Kevin Durant. Looks okay. Like, first year of them, he's there for like maybe half season. Cool. Then we're like, oh, we're not done yet. We're going to trade for a guy who shouldn't have gotten a no trade clause in the first place because
No trade
Washington
clause.
Wizards are like, we're going to have you around for the rest of our career because you're just going to put up empty stats and continue to chuck shots and not play any defense. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to trade away our only playmaker because we're going to have 3 of the best creators in the league on the same team with no playmakers. That's a great idea, right? No, you just financially screwed yourself in that situation. And now the Suns are going through all of this. What are we going to do? We just paid Grayson Allen all this money, who looked good last year, kind of looking not so good now. Now it's like, okay, are we gonna is KD gonna want out? Like, what's going on here?
I think KD's
KD
gonna want
may
out.
want out, but to keep it real though, like I don't know if Devin Booker is the same player right now. Like I feel like they've made him think way too much about what he's doing on the court. Like he's got to try and facilitate. He's got to play defense, do this, that, and he is not the same player right now, man. Like we're talking about a guy that we said is bona fide the best shooting guard in the league. Like he's not that right now. He's not playing like that right now. Not this
anything
season,
that
bro.
could have gone wrong for this Phoenix Suns team has gone wrong. Everything.
Facts.
Y'all be having me at a loss though. Devin Booker's not considered the best shooter.
No, Devin Booker's not better than Anthony Edwards.
What? What? What?
Devin Booker's better than Anthony Edwards now?
Yeah.
Really? Are we being serious? Are we being serious?
Yes, we're being serious. He scored 70 in a game. What are you talking about?
Oh
he
my
led a finals team. What are we talking about? What are you talking about?
So did TJ
Anthony
Warren.
Edwards is great.
TJ Warren also scored 70.
So did Donovan Mitchell.
Oh my God, my day. Guys, that's wrong. That's wrong though. All time you're taking Anthony Edwards.
All time, not all time. Like he has like
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm saying Devin Booker's having a bad year. Like
he has a way shorter career. But I'm saying like recently, yes, since Anthony Edwards has taken the step, yes.
It's not way shorter, first and foremost, but yes, if we're talking about right now today, while I'm telling you that Devin Booker is having a down year, yeah, we can say Anthony Edwards is playing
like Devin Booker's got to be in what year? 6, 7, 8. Like, what is he in?
I think he's in year he's in year 10.
10?
I think he's in year 10.
Yeah, like he's been here for a long time.
That would blow me.
10.
Devin Booker's in year 10?
I didn't know it was 10, but like, yeah, I'm thinking it's been a lot.
He's been in the league 10 years?
Yeah, most chatting. Most chatting. Yes, it's 15 to 24.
We can't go a full hour without talking about the game in 4 minutes. Like
I'm saying though,
that's insane.
Look, man,
I guess it happens.
No, go ahead and touch on it, Jake. What you got? What you got for tonight?
I mean, who do y'all got?
Penn State, Notre Dame, in my home city now, in Miami. It's gonna be a brisk 50 degrees out there. Should be clear skies. I've heard
fighting the flu.
I've heard the crowd is like 50-50 out there tonight too, so it should be a smooth little atmosphere in the Rock. But what are you thinking for tonight's game? I heard Abdul Carter is a game time decision for Penn State, which is major.
That is major. Before that, how do you think the game is going to be impacted by the flu outbreak?
There's a flu outbreak?
You didn't hear about that? Yeah, Notre Dame is fighting a flu outbreak right now.
Oh, I didn't know that, but that's major.
I think I did hear about that.
Yes, they all have the flu right now, pretty much. It's going to be a Jordan flu game.
If you have the flu and trying to play football, you're probably cooked, honestly. Especially like offensive linemen, like they're going to probably lose 10 to 15 pounds just from the flu because those guys are so huge. Like That I don't know. That impacts it a lot. I didn't know that until now. I'm glad I didn't bet on the game. But
Yeah.
in terms of, and I think this game will also be won in the trenches. Like this is a trench game. Like Penn State, Notre Dame. Neither team is very explosive on offense. Both teams pride themselves on their running game, their offensive line, and their defense. So it's going to be kind of a clash there. I don't know who's better, honestly. But
I
now
think Notre Dame has the edge.
maybe. But I feel like now you just said that, like, I don't think so anymore. Like, it's hard to push people around. Like, if you're just saying, this is going to be a game of who's going to move the other man. Like, you just got to move the other man.
It definitely won't be a super exciting game. That's for sure.
You wouldn't expect it, but, you never know. I expect some trick plays tonight, something to steal a possession because neither team is that crazy on offense, honestly. Like, I don't expect anyone's quarterback to light it up. I know, like,
yeah.
I don't know. But now that you said that, I got Penn State, honestly. Leading into this, I was going to say Notre Dame as well, like you. I like their defense a lot, and I just don't like Drew Aller, honestly. Like, I've been on that hill for a while, so I'm going to die on it. But I guess if the flu is really as bad as you say it is, like, I will be surprised if they can overcome that. Because, like I said, it's just a game. This is a game that's going to be won in the trenches tonight. So,
after this loss, we're gonna have to get the James Franklin narrative going.
Not even, bro. He got to the semis like he's good now. Like, no way he
done anything. He reminds me of Ryan Day.
Bro, he can't lose his job because he's got to the semis now. Like, if he had lost round one or even last round, maybe, but like he won 2 playoff games, like, you're safe.
No, I definitely don't think he'll lose his job, but just in terms of like the top coaches.
I mean, yeah, big game Frank, like, he's not like that. No way. But like the chips just fell right for them this year, honestly. Like, they got who? They got SMU, a disaster clash from SMU in the first round by Kevin Jennings. That was ridiculous. And then they got Boise State, the group of 5 team, in the second round. So it's like, I mean, things lined up well for them, but like I said, I don't know. The flu is definitely major though.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
But like I said, predictions for tonight, I just expect a quarterback shit show, honestly. Like, I think 3 turnovers between them, between Riley Leonard and Drew Aller tonight. I don't know who's gonna turn it over, but at least 3 between them. Even though Drew Aller doesn't usually turn the ball over because they play kind of safe, I do think he will tonight because you got to be aggressive at some point. But yeah, who do you got for the second game? Texas, Ohio State.
I like Texas.
Why do you like Texas?
I mean, if we're being honest, I like Ohio State because they're just.
He just wanted to be different, like.
No, but
I don't want to see Austin happy, honestly. Yeah,
that's what's mainly contributing to it. But also, at the end of the day, I think SEC is above all else. So we'll see what happens.
And also, like, Texas isn't really SEC, bro. Like, at this point, they're still a Big 12. Like, that's still a Big 12 team.
Well, they just won the SEC championship, so
they lost the SEC championship and
lost. Sorry,
their first year in the SEC. So it's like I said,
first year in the SEC, they go to the championship.
I mean, yeah, that should show you something about your conference. Like, I don't think it's as dominant as you say.
I mean, it would be one thing if it was Texas, Oklahoma in the championship. What happened to Oklahoma?
I mean, yeah, they're mid. I'm just saying. You see Texas, a Big 12 team, won the Big 12.
Vanderbilt was better than Oklahoma. Damn it.
Yeah, Vanderbilt was ass though.
Vanderbilt was not ass.
6-6, 7-5. Where were they? They lost to Georgia State, bro. They lost to Ja'Cory and Cody Jones Price, like our old teammates. They lost in there. So.
But all right, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Oh yeah, let's get into it. That tape 5 part, you already know what it is. Let's state of the league and some college football coming up. I will be working the natty, by the way. Mercedes Benzo. I'll be volunteering out
that's
there.
Lit.
So if you see me, you see me. You already know what it is. It's gonna be brick out there, but we'll have fun. I think Lil Wayne performing too. So yeah, we gonna have fun.
Dang.
Yeah, I already know what it is. But yeah, y'all got anything else?
Nah.
All right, we're gonna see y'all next week.